This is Master Prophet Noel teaching the Elijah Factor Volume 1 and 2 CD set. In this course, you will learn the hidden secrets to the great prophet Elijah's spiritual powers. We will continue with today's teaching, the Elijah Factor Volume 1 and 2 CD set. We'll be right back with today's teaching. Principle number 1. Elijah cursed his enemies. When we begin to examine the life of Elijah the prophet, we quickly realize he was a true prophet that manifested the level of prophetic accuracy and spiritual powers we should all strive for. Elijah the prophet fully understood that the role of the prophet was important and his spiritual powers was needed to convince the stubborn hearts of God's people. You see, all gifted prophets are ordained by God with the power to convince others of the spiritual authority they possess. All prophets have the power of life and death and can even curse their enemies that will not submit to their spoken words. The reason why millions of prophets worldwide have no power is due to the false teachings they entertain in their heart that the meek will inherit the earth. This is foolish. Every prophet was a rebel that caused trouble and death and harm to anyone that stood in their way. Prophets are known to curse the water, curse the land, and spread famine and disease to those that would not obey their spoken word. In the book of Revelations, the prophet will send fire from heaven to smite anyone that would not heed his spoken words. Now Elijah the prophet fully understood his prophetic authority and used it to curse his enemies. In 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 23 to 24, from there Elijah went up to Bethel. As he was walking along the road, some boys came out of the town and jeered at him. "Get out of here, Baldy," they said. "Get out of here, Baldy." He turned around and looked at them and called down a curse on them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the boys. You see here, Elijah cursed his enemies. As a prophet of God, you have the spiritual power to curse and bring harm to anyone that comes against you. Embrace your prophetic authority and be bold and walk the earth without fear. Demand respect from those that you consult. The prophet Moses told Pharaoh in his face to let God's people go. The prophet Jesus went into the temple and overturned the tables. The prophet John confronted the king and spoke against his sexual sin. Be bold and embrace your prophetic authority God has given you to fulfill the mission you were given. Demand respect and obedience to all those you encounter and use your God-given powers to curse and cause harm to anyone that comes against you. Elijah cursed his enemies. Now listen to this live prophecy I gave to this caller that revealed she was walking around with a hidden curse. Listen closely to this live prophecy.
How can I help you?